Hey, welcome back everyone, and we're back at it, doing our thing, getting another Corvette ready for delivery. Chris is on his way from Texas to pick up this white Z06. I feel so bad for him. He called me just a little bit ago. He's in Tennessee. He says, hey, I'm not gonna make it today. Got a flat tire. We'll be up in the morning to get the car. So he's all excited to get his new Z06. He's driving up his trade. He's trading a Mustang. So that's one way that you can get a trade to us from when we do out-of-state trades. There's other ways that either you can sell them locally or you can transport them, you know, all that cool stuff. But I was like, oh my gosh, you got a flat tire. What a bummer. So he's in Tennessee, and I'm like, you know what? The last 2 times I was in Tennessee, I got flat tires. Tennessee, I love you, but what's up with that? Oh my gosh. Oh well. Well, travel safe, Chris. We'll see you in a little bit. You know, I'd have to say, whether you're a Corvette owner or a Corvette lover, at some point in our lives, all of us have been affected by Corvette. Now think about that. So if it's not you directly, you know, maybe it's somebody at work, or maybe it's the neighbor down the street, but somewhere along the line, you know someone, or you personally have been affected by Corvette, or you've been in a conversation about Corvette. And that's why I think that this channel is viable, makes a lot of sense, and for me, it's a heck of a lot of fun. So again, I'm glad that you're here. You know, and I think about that when I was a kid, and my Uncle Jim was big into Ford Mustangs, the Mach 1. He'd get one almost every year, whatever the case may be. I was in Lincoln Park, Michigan at the time, I don't know, under 10 years old, and I was helping him wash the Mustang, and I always thought it was really cool. And I remember him saying, you know, Ricky, when you get older, washing this car is not going to be as much fun as you think it is. It's gonna be work, you know. So yeah, he was right in that regard. But I was having a good old time. We get the suds and everything going crazy. But this is what upset him. This is how I was first affected by Corvette, and I didn't even know it. So we're washing the Mach 1, cool sound in the background. All of a sudden, driving right past us down the street was the neighbor down the street to my Uncle Jim with his Corvette. I don't know what year it was. All I know is I stopped washing the Mustang, turned, and just watched. Yeah, and my Uncle Jim was so mad. You know, and he told me years later, now that he sees that I've been selling Corvettes for a long time, he told me that story, because I didn't remember it. And he goes, I think that's kind of neat that you had a natural love affair for that car, because then you didn't even know what it was. Coming up in a future vlog, I'm going to share some really cool comments we just got recently. One being from Chris, the guy that was in Vegas, and he bought that white Z51, and he lives up in Michigan. Took the time to send a really nice email, you know, and after all the hard work we go through to promote this car and make you guys a great deal and hopefully a very seamless buying experience, to get that feedback from you, that's pretty cool, and I appreciate that. Also got a nice one from Don, just a quick text message from Don in Texas, who just bought a 17 Z06, and again, taking the time to give us that feedback. And I know how busy everyone is, and that's just life, you know, I get it. But after the fact, you know, again, that's cool. I appreciate that, want to share that with you, so that'll be coming up here in just a little bit. And the other neat thing I think we should try to do, just think about this, you know, I got some really neat emails from a guy we sold a car to last year, but through the whole process, mostly done through email, text messages. Do you know, to this day, he and I have not spoke on the phone? I think I'm going to try and get him on the phone. That'll be good for the vlog. I think we spoke to each other's voicemail one time, but we never spoke. Did the deal, paid for the car, shipped the car to Minnesota. What a great guy. And that'll be fun, just to say, hey, how you doing? Thanks for the business. Oh, that's technology, huh? A little scary sometimes, but for us having the tenure that we do and doing it as often as we do, gives you guys that confidence, and it gives us the opportunity, and we do appreciate it. And Chris? You made it. Dude, nice to meet you, man.
How you doing?
Thanks for coming. Got you on the vlog. Hope you don't mind that. That's all right. Appreciate you coming.
Yeah.
What part of Texas do you come from again?
Houston.
Okay, Houston.
Yeah.
What time did you get out of Tennessee last night?
2 a.m.
Oh my God.
I only slept 2 hours.
You waited all that freaking time for a freaking tire?
Yeah, I've slept 5 hours in 3 days.
Oh, congratulations, man. Hey, who would have thunk it, you know? Yeah. You come up January 12th in Columbus, Ohio, and it's freaking 64 degrees.
Yeah, it works out.
Oh, this is fantastic, man. I'm glad you made it up, man. Here, you know, last 2 years, #1 production color, white. You see why?
Yeah,
no matter what you do with it, it's stunning.
It looks good, yeah.
It really does, man.
And I love the wheels. I wasn't sure if I'd like the gray wheels on the white.
Yeah.
But they look good.
Well, you know, they're so dark, and it's hard to see even in this video, but when the sun hits it, the Spectre Gray has got a really nice metallic in it, and you can immediately tell this from the black wheel because you've got the aluminum bead that separates it.
That's what I was about to say. It has some contrast.
Okay, so we're talking to Chris, getting him ready to head back to Houston. He drove all the way from Houston. Now he's getting ready to drive all the way back, but he's driving back in a new Z06. And you were just telling me, and I thought it was pretty cool, and that's why I want to share that with people, because, you know, I was just saying the other day how Corvette affects all of us some way, somehow. I mean, your dad has a cool Corvette. What has he got?
A 1961 Corvette in jewel blue.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome looking. It's what really got me into Corvettes.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What interiors you got on that?
It's the white interior.
White interior?
Yeah. And he's only put 800 miles on it in the last 30 years.
800 miles in 30 years?
Yeah. So he needs to drive it more.
Didn't we talk about this before? Drive it. They already have one Corvette museum. It's in Bowling Green, Kentucky. You don't need to start one in your garage. Oh, wow. Well, send us a picture of that. I'd love to see that.
I really will, yeah.
You going to take him for a ride this or let him drive this?
I'm going to let him drive it, yeah.
You're going to let him drive it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Uh-oh. Get your one last comments on the vlog. You did all the feature operations. You were smart. You brought a memory stick, so you're ready to record some stuff in your PDR on the way home back to Houston.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I can't thank guys like you enough that keep us going, because the out-of-state business is where we build a lot of volume. So your flexibility and the business means a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I would recommend you to anybody.
Thanks, dude.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
It's been a good experience.
Cool. Yeah. Well, you save a little bit of money. I heard the stories about the Houston dealers down there. So yeah, we'd like to make it real and fun, and that's what this car is all about.
Yep.
You got a heck of a drive back. You know, if you get a chance, like I said before, I'd love to see pictures of your dad's Corvette, even your dad driving your Vette, and then maybe send us a couple clips from your PDR.
Yeah, I'll get them side by side.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Take a picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Just be careful. Congratulations again.
Thanks again.
Thanks for everything, man. And thanks for letting us share this on the vlog. A lot of people like to see real people buying a car. So here's Chris from Houston, man.
Yeah, I'm real.
All right. Just be real careful on the way home. Oh my gosh.
I will.
All right, buddy. Be careful, man. Congratulations. Thanks, Chris. Okay, time to get the car out of detail for California. That's the Collector's Edition Grand Sport. Those of you that are watching through the vlog, you're gonna go, wait a minute, wasn't it just 60-some degrees? You didn't have any earmuffs or gloves on? Yeah, that was yesterday. This is today in Ohio. It's now half that. Okay, one more last look before we load her up. And it's so hard to capture this tension blue. But regardless, I love it. Wow. It's beautiful. Grand Sport mats. Not sure if you can see this in the video. The headliner 3LT packages are quilted for 2017, but the Grand Sport collector's car comes with this blue stitching. Is that just gorgeous? Man, that's nice. Okay, so we mentioned we're getting ready to load this one to California. Our driver from Pilot Transport, fantastic guys. And we've got an ice storm coming tomorrow for Ohio. I mean, this freaking weather, I'll tell you what, if I had any hair, I'd rip it out, guys. But, so you're gonna have to take a different route. Usually you go 70 all the way across, but which route are you gonna take now?
We're gonna go south, head for Dallas. We're gonna take 71 down to 65, get down to 30, 20, and run 10 across to Yuma, and then go up to Sacramento.
Try and go around it. Yeah, otherwise you'd be driving right into the darn thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So
well,
get away from the cold weather.
Well, thanks for the good work you do for us.
You're welcome. Let you run the cold.
Time for me to do my thing. One last little pat on the ass. Okay, in this part of the vlog, as we said coming up, we want to talk about the value of the painted top. Now there's a method to my madness. Part of it is going to be the money that we're going to show you right here. The other part is the national Corvette representation we have. We do so much business in the warmer climates, and a lot of those folks just simply don't desire the glass top. Now I like the glass top. I think it breaks up that monochromatic look of the car a little bit. It does give the car some definition, but for those of you that have a glass top and you say, well, you know what though, Rick, you're right, it is a little hot sometimes. There's some great aftermarket companies that are making a suction cup liner that go up in that top. But if you're thinking about a glass top and we're quite sure the way that we order our cars in the end that allows you that flexibility to buy one later will save you up to $5,000. Some of the folks will say, hey, that's great, Rick, but you know what? I really just don't even have a desire for an extra top because I got to put it in the basement, I got to put it in the garage, and then all of a sudden I'm moving stuff around in the garage and oh, you forgot all about the top. You're like, oh, so much for the extra top. So you don't probably want to go there. But if you do, check this out. Here's the math and why I order the painted top and the flexibility that allows you down the road to buy a glass top. So when you get a painted top on Corvette from the factory and on our lot, that painted top is no cost. Okay? Now we're going to round the numbers here. So if you buy a Corvette on our lot and it has the glass top only, that's going to run you $1,000. Okay? Now, if you order a car, and I don't do this too often because again, the crunch that you just heard of the desire to maybe not have two tops, but say you order the painted top and the glass top from the factory. That's going to run you $2,000. Okay? Now here's where the math comes in and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I never thought of that. Thank you. Hey, thanks for being on the channel. Appreciate that. So if you buy the glass top afterwards, it's $2,000. How about that? Are you catching something here? You can makeshift your own roof package. If you buy a car on my lot with a painted top that's no cost, you get the glass afterwards, it's $2,000. It's the same price as you ordered it with both roofs in the first place. Now here's where it gets really tricky and real costly. Say that you have the glass top on the lot and later you're like, boy, I really like to have that painted top. It insulates a little bit better. Yeah, okay, we can get that for you. Don't forget, it's carbon fiber. Afterwards, $6,000. Jeez. So, if you spent $1,000 on the lot, you spent another $6,000 to get the top afterwards. You got $7,000 invested in two tops. Or if you order it that way, it's $2,000. Or if you do it my way, it's $2,000, and you save yourself $5,000 with a little tip from your buddy Rick. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So one of the other things we want to talk about in this vlog is understanding what supplier pricing is. So let's flip over and let's talk about that. Go ahead, flip. Okay, that's enough, guys. Okay, wait. Okay, flip this way. Would you flip me that way? Would you stop playing with it? Okay, now that we're done playing around, let's talk about the value of supplier pricing. And because our vlog is about talking about Corvette, talking about you that make Corvette the star that it is, we appreciate my personal representation of National Corvette Sales, kind of giving you some insight on the marketplace, also insight on the product and some things that are coming down the road, also some how-tos. So it's a little bit of everything, but always about Corvette on this vlog. So here when we advertise to sell a car, we're talking about, hey, it's at supplier price, or hey, it's below supplier price. To the normal folk that's just kind of checking in, they're like, what the heck? What the heck is that? There's no value to you in that. And let's face it, they're in business to make money. Everybody's in the business to make money. You as a consumer trying to save money. At the end of the day, the ease of doing business, as I've said many times before, is truly a value. If you're being fair, that gives us an opportunity to do business. I mean, we had Chris here from Houston, just bought a Z06 from us at a great discount. You know what his local dealer told him? Car sticker. He says, well, everybody's closing out the 16th, so you don't have a big discount? They said, no, it's sticker. He said, the customer says to the dealer, why is it sticker? He says, because we can. I just don't have that mindset. You know, I guess I get that old baseball mindset, you know. It's not to hit home runs. It's just get on base, keep everybody moving, keep them moving. That's about being flexible and being fair. So here's what I want you to understand. So when you see our advertisements, they might become a little bit more impactful. You'll see MSRP on the car. Everybody knows that sticker on the car, okay? And then you're going to have a dealer invoice, all right? That's going to be one price. Invoice is then impacted by a GM local advertising and a national advertising. Depending on the zones and all this hoo-ha, it's going to be anywhere between 1 and 2% extra on top of that. And then you have the invoice cost that the dealer can determine his goals to start moving forward and actually making money. Okay, then you get back into some other items, but what we try to do is be flexible by doing the volume and working with minimal margins, using that baseball mentality, keep the runners on the base and keep them moving. So when we say that we're selling it at Supplier, that Supplier is below the sticker, it's below the invoice, it's below the local and national advertising, it's below the true invoice, and that really is a great value for you. So the items you see right now, when we say, hey, we're selling them below Supplier, we're trying to take all the back and forth and all the guessing out of it for you to make it easy. And then usually in most cases right now, below Supplier is also going to net you some other opportunities for some private offers. We'll keep you up to date on that and try and find a way to save you some money. But I just wanted you to have an idea that Supplier is down here and the pricing level of a car. It's not up here. It is flexible. It is fair. And I hope that it gives us an opportunity to earn your business when you get ready to reward yourself with your Corvette. Oh, I was asked to give a quick shout out to Robert down in Alabama. He says, Rick, I watch your videos. Could you just say hi to me? Because I watch all your videos. I don't know if that's what you sounded like on the phone, Robert, but this is the only goofy ass voice I could come up with that right now. I just pulled it right out of you know where. And there you go, man. Hello, Robert. How you doing? Hey, dude, I had to make fun of you. You know how much crap I've been catching today because I wore this yellow jacket? Hey, Rick, how many potholes you feel today? Hey, Rick, how's traffic? Hey, it's all right. I dish it out. I can take it too, man. Okay, we're close to wrapping up this vlog, and again, I just want to thank everybody for being here. We've got a lot of neat stuff coming. I can't wait to get into spring market. Boy, we got a lot of neat things coming for you. More how-tos and more inside and more in our retail representation of America's favorite sports car. Whether you have one or not, you're interested in cool cars, you want to know what's going on with Corvette, don't you? Yeah, well, that's why we tried to go to Detroit. We had a big tip on the ZR1 that our media sources said yes. They were going to reveal the car that you've seen driving around with the camouflage and the big wing. Well, of course, there was nothing there. We knew at the last minute it wasn't going to be there, but we went up anyways just to show you we're not afraid to make that extra effort. And then, of course, the internet was just blasted that day and the following day. It was just exhausting. If I had any hair, you know I'd lose it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, the ZR1's going to be debuted in Daytona. No, it's going to be in Geneva. No, it's going to be in here. It's going to be there. It's going to be Bowling Green. It's going to be here. I don't know. Someone even said Wisconsin. Hey, let's face it. Nobody knows where this car is going to be and what it's actually going to be in final detail. But when it comes to be officially from Chevrolet, the next piece of the puzzle in Corvette history, we will be there. We will share everything with you, and it will be factual information instead of a lot of this. Yeah, it's crazy. I've also got some nice testimonials coming up for you. I'm really, really thankful for that. Man, oh man, I got some great customers, and just dealing with this car at this level is an enjoyment for me that sometimes is a little hard to express. We also broke the story on the Corvette plant going to be shut down in that latter part of the summer, maybe into the early part of the fall. Either way, it's going to be maybe 3 to 4 months of no Corvette production. So what the heck am I going to vlog about then? Might be selling these diecast models. And one more thing coming up in the following week for our vlog. I want to thank Connie at Corvettecollection.com. Everybody asks me, hey Rick, where do you get your hats, your jackets, your shirts, and all the kind of stuff? Majority of the stuff I get is from Corvette Collection. I just ordered an extra Grand Sport hat. I'm going to give away, everybody seems to be tied to my hats. I'm a bald guy and I like to wear Corvette hats, okay, so that's cool. But I'm going to be giving away a Grand Sport hat as soon as I get it sometime next week. You know, maybe our friends over at Corvette Collection, yuck, 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 wink, wink, might come up with some promo items for us to give away and share with you on the vlog as well. At any rate, we're going to have a lot of fun promoting and wearing Corvette stuff. So I'm glad that you're here. If I'm not already, it's great to be a part of your Corvette family. Thanks for watching.